Hey everyone, I'm Alexis and welcome back to the channel. Today, we have a 2,000 point game between Tyranids and Dark Angels. Hive Fleet Kraken, I'm running Kraken versus Dark Angels. This is going to be a very fun game. It's cleanse and capture with hammer and anvil deployment. But first, let's get to some lore as to why they're fighting. So, as you guys may know, we usually do our battles on the planet of Firecough. Well, this is its close relative. This is Provoska. Provoska is very close to the other planet, and as you know, the Tyranids are beseeching the other world. The Tyranids are beseeching Firecough, but the tail end of them have turned their way towards this defenseless planet. But in distress, they called out, and the Dark Angels have answered, though they may have other goals in mind. So we'll have to see what happens in this battle. Anyway, guys, let's take a look at the armies and deployment. So, 2,000 points of Dark Angels. You have a lot of bodies.
Sure do.
Okay, so what do you have? Battalion Detachments?
I have a battalion here and a Vanguard Detachment over there.
Okay, so what does each unit have for me?
Okay, we have a tactical squad with a heavy bolter, plasma pistol, and a chainsword. We have two stock intercessor squads. We have Ezekiel. We have a master with a combi plasma and a power sword. Hellblasters with the plasma incinerators.
10 of them, right?
10 of them, right?
Oof.
An Inceptor squad with assault bolters. A lieutenant with an assault auto bolter. I'm not sure anymore. Devastator squad with 4 plasma cannons.
Is there a cherub in that squad?
No, didn't have the points for that.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Moving over to the Vanguard Detachment, that's Belial, I see, isn't it?
That's Belial. I wish he was better. He's a lot of points for not very much.
Do you remember when he could take a Storm Shield last edition?
He still can. I'm not sure if it's free though.
I still would.
Yeah.
That's just me though.
Yeah. So he has a Sword of Silence, I believe it's called. And Stormbolter. And in the back we have Deathwing Terminators with a missile launcher. The captain has a power sword, as he has to. The other squad of Deathwing Terminators has an assault cannon as a heavy weapon choice. And then...
another power sword on the sergeant.
Yep. You can't change it at all, it's like required.
That's so silly.
It is, that's why he's the first to die, because they have more immunity, there's no point to keep him, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have Deathwing Knights. 4 with the Morse, and the sergeant has the mace.
Flail?
Yeah, flail.
And then you have one...
a Vanguard Dreadnought with assault cannon and Stormbolter.
So there is a funny story to this Dreadnought. He was looted by Orks, then unlooted by the Dark Angels.
Yep, and that's both true story and law, if you ask me.
Nice. Let's take a look. Oh wait, how many command points do you have?
I'm gonna have
5, 6, 7, 8,
Eight.
9.
9. Yeah.
9 command points. What is your relic?
A relic is a Shroud of Heroes.
And that is on him.
I'm the master.
Alright.
Makes him -1 to hit. And he's also the warlord. His trait is the brilliant strategist, so he gets to farm command points.
Alright, let's take a look at the Tyranids. Okay, so 2,000 points of Tyranids. I have quite a lot on the field. I have 2 detachments, 2 battalions. I have a warlord that is a hive tyrant with the -1 to hit, the chameleon relic. And he is the warlord. He has the High Fleet Kraken 1 step closer to the edge, and he's about to break warlord trait. That isn't the actual name, but somebody is going to get that reference. Next to him, we have my Swarmlord Samurai Jack. He is the real leader of this army. He's the warlord, but he's the real leader. Then we have 3 Gaunt squads, each with 20 Gaunts with flesh borers. Ignore all of the upgrades that are in those units. We have 3 Tyrannofexes, as per my usual. I like these guys. I still got to rip off the claws and the baby carriers, but they are Tyrannofexes. There is 3 of them. They have the acid spray and the carapace weapon, which name escapes me right now. Then, some of you may notice, this is a 1st edition Hive Tyrant, or I think 2nd edition. It's the 1st iteration of the Hive Tyrant. It is my Tyranid Prime. He has a barb, a Death Spitter, and a Lash Whip Bone Sword. Next to them, we have 6 warriors with Death Spitters scythes, a unit of Rippers, a unit of 6 warriors with Lash Whip Bone Swords, Ed, my Neurothrope. Over here, we have a unit of Venom Thropes. I still have the other unit to be painted and built. Then we have a unit of Zoanthropes, and that is 2,000 points. So, quick psychic powers. We have Catalyst on both of these. We have Paroxysm on him. We have Onslaught on him. We have Psychic Scream on him. They're just going to be doing Smite, so they have something else, maybe the Horror. I will more than likely forget these halfway through the game, but I think I wrote them down on my phone. So let's hope for the best. So for the battlefield, we have a 6x4 terrain with all of these laser cut pieces. I really like these. They come in handy. They're easy to build for the most part. Easy to paint because just airbrush. We have objective 1 here, objective 2 there, objective 6 there. Then over on the other side, we have objective 5 here, 4 there, and 3 here. Now, the reason this part of the city is really important is this is the chemical station of the entire this city, this hive city. That is the chemical plant for it. That is getting all of the water and everything circulated throughout the planet. So the Tyranids, they desperately want to take control of the buildings that are pumping into this station so that they can put spores in here and thus spread it all around the planet, starting Genestealer cult uprisings all across the planet. The Dark Angels have come to intercept that and get these bugs off the planet as they try to make a spearhead. And with everything deployed, we have Termagants up here holding this objective, warrior line. We have the Zoanthropes over here, the Tyrannofex, all the Zoanthropes surrounding the Tyranid Prime, because he actually gets the character thing, which is really cool. So he's safe, he's safe. The Hive Tyrant over here with wings, the Swarmlord Samurai Jack is over there, another Tyrannofex right there. Gaunts in this building, just surrounding it, all within 2 inches of each other. Because this guy's supposed to be like this. There we go. And that guy's supposed to be there. So they're all within 2 inches of each other, just denying as much of my backfield as possible. Over here we have Gaunts in this building, taking up all the way up to the full 24, just to prevent anything from deep striking over here. My opponent has his Hellblasters right here, with this guy pointing at Jenkins over here. We have the Dreadnought sitting back here holding down this objective. We have the Tactical Marines getting in a very good position up here so that they can see over the battlefield. In reserve, we have all of this. We have these guys. We have Intercessors over here, Hellblasters. No, these are Devastators over here. So, the all-important role. Who do I trust? Pablo, who never lets me down, or Isaac, who sometimes lets me down? You know what, Isaac? I'm going to give it to you. I do not get +1. Who would have guessed?
I guess my plasma die.
I get 3. You get 6. So, do I seize? I'm going to trust Pablo on this one. Pablo, give me that first turn. Come on. So close. So close. So we go into Dark Angels, turn 1. So objective for turn 1 is area denial. It's kind of funny that you have Terminators on there. Just ironic.
Yeah. And it's going to be a freebie because you're not going to be able to get within 12 inches of the center at the end of my turn. So
Yep. So it is an automatic point for you.
D3 actually.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that. It is wow, good job.
Really lucky draw there.
Yeah, it is. End of movement phase on turn 1 for Dark Angels. These guys stood still. These guys shifted around. These guys shifted around. He came over. The master came, not master, Ezekiel came over.
Sure, fight the objective.
Over here. Do you want to move to the objective? All you have to do is move like half an inch over.
Sure.
Yeah, look, there you go. You have that objective. Over here, all the Hellblasters started moving up and over. Tactical squad back here stood still. Everything else is still in reserve.
Well, let's go.
So, psychic phase for Dark Angels. I almost said Genestealers.
I've got to cast Righteous Repugnance.
Okay.
It goes off on a 7.
That's a no.
That's fine. Wouldn't have happened anyway.
Alrighty, so that is the end of psychic phase. Intercessors firing into the warriors. You are getting -1 from the Zoanthropes.
Hitting on force.
I said Zoethropes.
I don't reward that. So 2 hits.
And toughness 4, so that's 1
One
wound.
wound.
They have an AP of -1, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 5-up save. And that is a wound.
Okay.
These intercessors are going to fire at the same unit, hitting on 4s. That is 4 hits. Wounding on 4s.
No.
That is
2 wounds.
Yeah, 2 wounds. Almost said 3.
That's fine with me.
2 5-up saves. That is 1 save, 1 fail. So he is down to 1 wound.
Okay. The Dreadnought shoots its assault cannon at the warriors.
Okay.
So he gets -2 to hit because he moved. So hitting on 5s. And
That
that's
is 1 hit. Okay. Wounding on 3s. That is a wound. That is -1 for an assault cannon. That is a save. All right. Devastators next are going to fire into the warriors. We have 4 D3 shots.
The red one, Signum, gets +1 to hit.
Okay. Oh, of course. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots.
2 there.
Good number. Hitting on 4s. Re-rolling 1s. Because you're Dark Angels.
No 1s.
But no 1s.
And this 3 is a hit because he got +1.
Yep, because of the +1. And now wounding on 3s. And that is 4 wounds. AP -2, I believe?
3.
-3, I can't make any saves. So, they just 1 flat damage when you don't overcharge.
Yep, about just 1.
Okay, so that's killing 1 and killing 2. I'm going to kill this one. Hellblasters are going to be using Weapons of the Dark Age, but not overcharging, and firing into the Swarm Lord.
Get a command point back on a 5+.
Yes,
and
you
I
do. Okay.
So I'm still at 9.
Okay.
6,
10 shots.
9, 10.
Hitting on 4s. Rerolling nat 1s. And that is, looks like 5 hits. 5 hits.
Alright.
Wounding on 3s.
4s.
4s, yeah, you didn't overcharge. You should have overcharged.
Yeah, I was too scared of explosions.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So, I have a 4-up invulnerable save. And I will fail 3 of them. That is 6 damage.
Yep.
Do I want to try to... I'm going to spend a command point. You know what? Come on. Come on, Isaac. Isaac, you're a jerk. That is 6 damage on my warlord. Well, not my warlord. That's the guy in charge of my army. This is my warlord. Swarmlord is down to 6, which... Oh, leave him alone. And with that, we end turn 1 for Dark Angels with them scoring area denial because, well, I am strictly out of 12 inches of the center of the board. D3 so, D3? That is 1 point.
Sad.
Tyranids, turn 1. Okay, objective for turn 1 is Big Game Hunter. We're going to kill that Dreadnought. That is our objective.
Oh no.
End of movement phase. We shifted around over here to put a gaunt down here so that we can get within synapse, because we are leaving with our synaptic web. Same over there so that they can stay within this zone, this Neothrop's range, just so I can hold backfield objectives. Over here, he moved up, didn't run. Swarmlord moved and then moved himself again during the shooting phase. This isn't the shooting phase yet. I just like doing it during the movement phase because I like cheating. Anyway, that's obviously a joke. You know, someone's going to comment on that now. And they'll be like, I knew it! Anyway, these warriors advanced up 5 inches. The Venom Thropes advanced up 5 inches. He advanced up 5 inches. On the other side... This Tyrannifex advanced up 2 inches. This one advanced up 5 inches. These guys advanced up 3 inches. These guys advanced up 6 inches. Yay, movement. So, I spent a command point for this one to move twice. So he's flying all the way over to here. And now I'm going to spend another command point to go down to 11, 10, just 2 CP. And I'm going to heal my Swarmlord by D3. And you know what, Isaac? Heal my bug. Give him a hug. Really? Really, Isaac? Go down to 9 CP, and I'll re-roll that. He's up his bracket, at least. Yeah. That just cost 3 command points to give him back a single wound. Alright, good use of command points there. So now we're going to go into Tyranid Psychic phase. He's going to cast Catalyst on himself. He might get it. I got to check. Because I know my opponent is going to roll higher than this, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to spend a command point because I need this to go off.
1.
Okay, so I am now at 9 for that. So I'm at 8 command points. Would you like to try to deny?
Let that go.
Okay. Next he's going to do Smite. And he's going to get it with a 6. So it's D3 mortal wounds to this unit. Is that good? It's on a 6.
If I can deny, I will deny.
Okay, trying to deny it. You
9.
do. Next, he's going to cast... Yeah, he's just going to smite Ezekiel. Come on, double 6s. Well, I get it. And he can deny again.
Let's try that. No smite to...
So I get it, because you do get -1. And that is 1 mortal wound. Yay!
Oh no.
Yay! Swarmlord is going to attempt to paroxysm this unit. I don't think I get it, but I might. I should have picked that better, but I chose them so they can't fight in the fight phase until all of my assaulting units have gone. So they essentially fight last. Next up, the Zoanthropes over there. They're going to smite them. So it goes off on an 8. So that is D3. That is 3 mortal wounds, and that kills 1.5 Primaris Marine. Then they're going to Psychic Scream the same unit. And they get it, so it's D3. And that is 2 more mortal wounds. Never mind, they can only manifest 1 psychic power, so those guys are back, so we did hit them with the smite, since we did that first. Okay, and aside from that, we are out of psychic powers, so we're going to go on to shooting phase on turn 1 Tyranids. Warriors just shot into the Primaris Marines, dealing 4 wounds, 4 saves, and that is 1 dead guy. Next up, I'm just going to do the 2 Tyrannifexes into this squad. We are hitting on 5s because of advancing. That is 3 hits. And we are wounding, which strength? We're only wounding twice. Okay, 2 normal saves. You are fine. Yeah, it was AP -1, my bad. So that is 1 guy dead. I'm still trying to get used to the weapon changes for them. Anyway, moving on, we have the Hive Tyrant who's going to fire everything into Ezekiel. So that is 12 shots. So Hive Tyrant hitting on 3s into that. Not re-rolling anything, so we got a good number of hits. Actually, we've missed 5 times. Strength 6, wounding on 3s. That is all wounds, so that is 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds on him.
Alright.
7 armor saves, normal.
Ezekiel has Artificer armor, so he's
2
hit on a
plus.
2.
And that is
All
fine. Oof, that hurts. Okay. Over here, he's going to fire everything into the Hellblasters. 2d6 heavy flamethrowers with a 10. That's pretty good. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. That is 6 wounds.
6 wounds.
6 4-ups.
And
That is 1 dead
wounds.
Primaris. Yep. And now the Stinger Salvo. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. That is 1 wound at AP -1. And that gets him for 1 damage. These 2 guys up here are going to fire into them. These 2 guys are going to fire into Hellblasters. So we have 6 shots into the last of these intercessors over here. Hitting on 5, so that's nothing. The other 2 into them. Oh wait, it's hitting on 4s. Because I have the Tyranid Prime. Wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds. AP -0. And that is 1 dead Primaris Marine. Well, that is a dead Hellblaster. Making that charge just a little bit harder. And now we'll go into assault phase here on turn 1 Tyranids. He is going to assault into Ezekiel. Look at that, he makes it. Who would have guessed?
I got a pistol shot.
Whee!
Overwatch, he has a pretty cool bolt pistol.
It hits. Uh-oh.
Strength 4, I believe, so 5.
And that is no
Nothing.
wound. Okay. Now the big one. The Swarm Lord in. He makes it. But how much Overwatch does he take? 16 shots hitting on 6s.
And I'm actually gonna use Weapons of the Dark Age.
Ooh, uh-oh. This is going to be dangerous. Down a command point. There it goes. That is, uh-oh, that's 2 6s it looks like, 3 6s.
We won is once. And that's another 6.
That's another 6. That looks like 5 6s.
Yep.
5 6s. Oh no. So wounding on 5s or 4s. My bad.
Yep.
Strength 7, toughness 7.
And we won as 1 because there's a lieutenant there.
Stop it. Stop it. Oh, that's 2 wounds. Okay.
How many wounds do you have?
Come on.
Maybe
4 up saves. Really?
There's 4 wounds.
I'm gonna spend a command because I don't want to drop it. I still drop, but I don't want to drop into my last. Okay, so I take 4 wounds.
You have catalyst on him, right?
Yes, I do. That is 4 wounds, so... No, I'm just gonna roll badly. That's what's gonna happen. So... Down to 3 wounds, but he does make it into combat. Yay! He's so crippled. The warriors need box cutters to get in. They don't make it. Everything else is out of range right now, and I don't want to. So.
Weapon of the Dark Age only in shooting phase, I can't do that.
Oh, okay, so he has 2 more wounds.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Well, it doesn't really change much. He's down to his mid profile now. So we caught that, so that's good. So we're going to do the attacks here into them and the attacks there into them. So we're going to start over here since they can't interrupt because of paroxysm.
Because he also has an invuln save. So on a 4+. And that's 2
Oh,
saves.
he makes it. So this Hive Tyrant did nothing here. And now we're going to move on to the Swarm Lord. So 5 attacks into them. That is all hits. Actually, I got to check his weapon skill, see if that depletes as well.
Yeah, I was in the Hive Tyrant.
Okay. Wounding on 3s. That is all wounds at AP -3. So that is 5 6-up saves. There we go. Each fail is a dead Hellblaster.
And
That is 5 dead Hellblasters. Ezekiel is going to attack back now. 3 attacks hitting on more than likely 2+.
Yep.
That is 3 hits.
Okay, strength 5.
Wounding on 5s. That is 1 wound. He has a 4+ invulnerable save, which he makes. Okay, they managed to deal 4 wounds to him. He is going to take 2 apparently, but he has Catalyst and save both of them. I'm going to use Adrenaline Surge on him. He's going to attack again. So he has 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s, that was not me. That is 4 hits. Wounding on 3s. So what this Hellblaster unit destroyed. That is 2 wounds, 2 6-up saves. That is 2 dead Hellblasters, so you're down to the Sergeant.
Who's probably gonna want to raid.
Oh yeah, he has his little attack too. His little tail, which I didn't do the other one as well. And does that wound? No. Okay. Morale phase, you have 2 dice, so add... They die. Well, you take the 4. So 4 plus a lot equals him dead.
Yeah. I don't think he could make it anyway.
Let's see, he lost 9? No, he couldn't. And with that, we end turn 1. I did not score anything except for first strike. I am going to hang on to this. Yeah. No, I should discard this. I'm going to discard it. So we're going to discard it.
Okay.
And with that, we end we end the Tyranid turn. So pretty good, pretty mediocre with him, and our Swarm Lord is almost dead. I still think it was worth it. Dark Angels, turn 2.
Generating objective, and it's Blood and Guts.
So now it's turn 2, so you generate 1 more.
It's good to generate 1 for each objective I hold, right? So
Oh yeah, you're not holding an objective. You're only holding 1. Oh, that is a pickle. All right, we'll get back to you at the end of movement phase. End of movement phase here on turn 2, Dark Angels. We had Deathwing pop in over here, facing down these guys. We had Deathwing and Belial pop in over here to face down the Swarm Lord. And up on this building, we had the Interceptors pop in. Or is it Inceptors? Whatever, Interceptors.
close enough.
Yeah, I don't like their silly names.
Yeah.
So they popped in 9 inches away from these gaunts. And it's actually really funny because I shut off 26 inches of the board with just spreading out. So next turn, if things survive, maybe I can deny it a little bit more room. But we still have 1 squad of Deathwing Knights in reserve. So with that, we go into Psychic phase here on turn 2, Dark Angels. Quick thing, we actually had stuff move. These guys shifted over, Dreadnought shifted up, these guys shifted over, and he shifted over. He got out of combat. Those guys got 8. Okay, Smite.
Smite.
Smiting into my Warlord, which is 5, 6, 7. Because of Shadow, I will try to deny it with a 6, of course. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So
Yes,
D3. That is 2 mortal wounds. He is down to 10 wounds. And of course I put this in an awkward spot that I can't reach it. And his next power? Don't you wish you had Might of Heroes?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with Whites with Pugnons. Let me check if we can do that. White.
This is going on the Dreadnought.
White. And
That is
it goes up.
7. So we're going to try to deny that with the Storm Lord. And we do.
Wow.
No psychic powers for you. Well, aside from the one that bolted me. That doesn't count. Alright, shooting phase. On turn 2, Dark Angels. Intercessors are going to fire into the Zoanthropes. They're going to be in rapid fire range.
No, not all of them.
Oh. 2, 3?
3, I think.
Okay. They managed to deal 4 wounds, 4 3-up invulnerable saves, and that is 2 wounds on a Zoanthrope. These Intercessors next are going to fire into the Zoanthropes. They managed to deal 1 wound, so 1 3-up invulnerable save, which we make. Alright, Dreadnought firing everything into the Zoanthropes.
Assault cannon 5s.
That is 1 hit.
Yep.
Wounding on 3s. That is 1 wound, 1 3-up invulnerable save. That makes it. And now the Stormbolter with 4 shots.
And
that is hitting on 4s. Thank you, Zoanthropes. And that is 2 wounds, 2 3-up invulnerable saves. And we make both of them. Next up, we have all of the shots here going into the Zoanthropes, trying to clear them off the table. All of the Stormbolters from there managed to deal 4 wounds to them. Zoanthropes are saving them quite a bit. So we got 4 3-up invulnerable saves, and we failed 2 of them. So one of them does die, and one is down to 2 wounds. So we'll go ahead and put it on this one. So the closer one is still in the bubble. Cannon only hit once, and wounds once. 3-up invulnerable save, fails it. That is 1 more wound on him, dropping him down to 1, and keeping them alive. 2 saves on him from Plasma, and that is possibly 2 saves. I always get confused that they have a 4-up invulnerable save. I always think it's just him that has the 4-up.
These guys, overcharging, Weapons of the Dark Age.
You do know he has Chameleonic Cloak, it's -1 to hit. Risking it?
Yeah.
Yes, going for it. Awesome. Okay.
The red dice again is all Signum.
Okay.
So I have them. Let's see how many shots we get here.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's a lot of shots.
So just try to do them with 4 different colors if you have them. Use some of my dice to make it easier.
And I have 1 more here.
Okay, just make them different colors so we can roll them all together.
Okay.
So here you go. Here you go. So now you have all the different colors for the different people.
Alright.
And that is exploding on 2s. So that one guy is dead twice. And they are hitting on 4s. Okay, rolling to wound on 3s. That is 5 wounds. Uh-oh. 5 4-up invulnerable saves. We have 2 going through, so we won't die, which is good.
It's perfect. I want to kill him 5-face.
So that would drop him down to 4 wounds. You know what? It's gonna drop him down to 4, so let's see what the command point, no, he's down to 4 wounds. Okay.
Should stop with 1, it's never working out.
I know, it doesn't work. So I'm down to 3 command points, which is okay.
The bolter is going to be Hellfire Shell.
Ooh, so where's the Hellfire going?
Into him.
Oh, you're gonna try to kill him? So everything else into the Swarmlord, and then the Hellfire round into him. I don't like that they changed it so you can't Hellfire twice.
Yeah.
With the Signum.
After they just gave it as effect before that.
Yep.
Okay, that's a miss, right?
Yep, because Chameleonic, blah, blah, blah.
So now 2, 4, 6 shots with the bolters.
Yep. 6 shots, hitting on 3s. That is all but 2. Wounding on 5s. That is no wounds.
All of the Stormbolters into the Warriors.
Okay.
And the missile launcher into your
Swarmlord. Okay.
Alright.
Let's just do the missile launcher first, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Hitting on
2
5s.
hits.
Wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds. I'm just going to use your dice because they're going to work for me right now. This is going to be your dice
If
betraying you.
If they work, you are banned.
I am just banned from Earth. Guess I'm banned from Terra.
Alright.
And we'll just do the Stormbolters off camera. So, on 4s, we have 4 wounds on these warriors. The ones up there. They now have a 3+ save for ruins. Yay! Yay! Awesome. See, my base infantry can survive. My monsters, nah.
Let's do the same again for Belial, shooting his bolter into him.
Okay. Hitting at -1, so he's hitting on 3s. So all hit. Wounding on 4s. No wounds.
Nothing.
Alright. Now we just have these guys left. Assault heavy bolters shot into the gods and killed a bunch of them. I think 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 7. Okay. And with that, I think you're done with shooting.
I think so as well.
Alright, so we go into the assault phase. Where do you want to charge?
Let's start with the intercessors into your...
Alright, I'm going to do the Overwatch off camera. Okay, so he failed all of his shots. They got in, then the Dreadnought got in, then the Captain got in, then the Lieutenant got in. Now over here, the Terminators want to charge into the Swarmlord. 9-inch charge. They don't make it.
Yep.
Do you want to re-roll it?
Nah.
Okay. Does Belial want to charge? He's actually a little bit back more. He would need a 10.
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Okay, so Belial makes it in.
And these guys charge over here.
Alright, into the Zone Torps, needing a 9. 7, they don't make it.
Nope.
Alright,
Okay.
so where do you want to start combat first?
Let's start with Belial, I believe.
Alrighty.
He's pretty punchy.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to pay the 2. I don't think the Hive Tyrant is going to live long enough. Yeah, I might. Let's see how this fight goes.
Okay.
Belial has 4 attacks hitting on 2s.
Yep.
That is
We won
3
the
hits,
one.
re-rolling. Okay.
And wounding on 2s because you're not a vehicle.
Yep. Okay, so it's 3 wounds, 3 up invulnerable saves, which he promptly passes 2 and fails 1. How much damage is this?
It's 2 damage.
Just 2? You know what? Because I want my Swarmlord to live. I am getting, like, sick, I swear. I am going to re-roll 1, spending a command point, dropping down to 3, and of course it's a 1. So 2 damage?
Yeah.
So he's down to 3.
Okay.
And I am down to 2 command points. Okay. So now, this fight, I am going to spend 2 after this one. I'm going to run out of command points and I'm going to swing.
Sure.
4 attacks hitting on 3s. I'm going to put these all into the Captain. That is your Warlord, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to put them all into him.
He's -1 to hit.
Oh, that actually... Oh, that's iffy. Do I want to do that actually? -1 to hit. I'm still -1 to hit by range. God, let's go into the Lieutenant. He's not -1 to hit. No, I'm going to go into him. We're going to die in a blaze of glory. On 4s. Rerolling 1s. That is 3 hits. I gotta move these dice out of the way. They're a bit distracting. Wounding on 3s. That is 3 wounds. 3 more than likely 4-up invo saves. Take 6 damage.
6 damage. I'm gonna try to reroll this one.
Okay. Come on. Yes! And with that, that's Slay the Warlord.
Sure is.
Yes! You ban us from terror, we'll eat your captains. Dreadnought swinging into the Hive Tyrant. That is all but 1. With that Master dead, you don't get to reroll that.
What's your toughness? 7, right?
Yep, T7. So on 3s. 2?
We wanted the 1 because Lieutenant is there.
Yep. I can't see that. 3? 3 4-up invulnerable saves. That is 6 damage regardless. I have no command points left. Do I explode? No. So he is just dead. And with that, that is Slay the Warlord. 4 attacks hitting on 2s. Oh, hitting on 3s actually. So all hit. Wounding on 3s. That is 3 wounds, AP -3, but 4 up invulnerable save, more than likely.
Sweet. Wow.
And that is 6 wounds. And you spent the command point this turn. I think Belial just died.
Yeah, just.
And Belial is dead. See, I told you, I'll eat your captains. And we'll actually consolidate this way. Moving just a bit closer. And with that, we end Dark Angel's turn 2. Pretty devastating on both ends. I killed 2 of his characters. He killed one of my Hive Tyrants. The other one is severely wounded. And what did you want to do with
I
your...
get a point for
Nice.
killing fighters.
Yep, I have no morale to take. And with that, we move into Tyranids, turn 2. End of movement phase, all the Gaunts and the Neothorps stood still, just holding the back line. Stood still, stood still, stood still. They're all within double tap range of something. The Venoms slightly moved just a bit, just a bit. Stormlord moved up and over this way because he's going to die in a blaze of glory. These guys ran 6 inches and now are all along here. Warriors moved up. Zoanthropes ran up 6. The Tyranid Prime came in behind them. And with that, we're going to go into Psychic phase. And the first thing he's going to do is Catalyst himself. He gets it with a 9. So you get -1 to this.
How many spells do you have?
2
Just
for him.
Oh, for him?
Yeah, I have 1 over here as well.
No.
Letting it go? Letting it go. He's going to cast Smite. He's going to get it. You get -1 to your roll, but that does cancel out my Smite from here. They are going to Smite into there, needing a 6. That is a 3. So that is no. And I think we are out of Psychic powers for everything that is close. And now we're going to go into shooting phase on turn 2 Tyranids. All the warriors just shot into the Terminators, dealing 1 wound. And that was it. Next up, we're going to do the Tyrannifex into them. So that is 4d6. 4d6 shots into them. That is a lot. Holy cow. 12, 5, 17, 18, 19, 20 shots into them. Strength 6, AP -1, wounding on 3s. Against the Terminators. I'll get back to you with that. 13 saves on the Terminators at -1. 13 3-up saves on those Terminators. Oh, that is nice.
That's 3 wounds to the Terminators.
Woo! Stinger Salvo just dealt 3 more wounds, 3 at -1. And that is no damage. The second Tyrannifex is going to do the exact same thing as the first. So 4d6 into those Terminators. Try to finish those off. That is 6, 10, 15. Okay, wounding on 3s. That is 14 wounds.
Wow.
That is really good. 3+ to save. And it looks like we just downed 2 Terminators.
1, 2.
Down to a single Terminator. Stinger Salvo. That is 3 hits. On 3s, that is 2 wounds, 2 at AP -1. That is the last wound on that one. This is going to fire into them now. 4d6 heavy flamethrower.
Not the best person to ask that. I was paying Alexis to help mine.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just heard that. I hope the camera picked that up. Wounding on 3s.
We each roll a d6. We gotta kill my tank here.
Wow.
That is 6 wounds. AP -1 +1 for terrain.
No, it doesn't take any.
They are fine. And then finally the Stinger Salvo into them. That hits once
They've all got like rapid fire.
and does not wound.
Rifles.
Okay, and with that, we end the shooting phase here on turn 1 for the Tyranids. Wait a minute. He has a gun. He's going to shoot into him. He's got 3 shots hitting on 3s.
Yeah, but he won't.
2 hits. Wounding on 3s. AP -1. Let's see if he does it. You just need to fail 1 save. And he's dead.
You know what? I got revolve this.
Oh no, you're spending a command point. Come
I
on.
sure am. I have enough.
And the Terminator lives to defy me once more. So, with the assault phase, we have Swarmlord in here. He makes it. We'll do the Overwatch off camera. Okay, so 1 crack missile went through and 1 bolter went through. The bolter, of course, that wounds him. And then a 4-up. Come on, Isaac. Don't fail me, Isaac. If you fail me, I'm slapping you.
Slap!
Oh my god. And that is enough to kill him, isn't it? It's D3.
D6.
Or D6. Oh, roll a 1, please.
3 damage.
He is...
What do you have catalyst?
Oh wait, yeah, I do. Oh yeah, let me do catalyst for the first one. So he takes the 1 and then 3 more.
Just enough.
Ah. And the Swarmlord. Oh yeah, he can explode. No, he does the complete opposite of exploding.
He's stroking me.
He just implodes. These warriors are going to charge him. Looks like I need a bit more than that. We'll check. I do have adrenal glands. But...
Yeah, it's more than 7 inches.
Yeah, it is. Okay, they don't make it. You do get the Overwatch then. No damage from the Overwatch. And now, I kind of want to throw the Zoanthropes in there just because they might survive.
Go ahead. Do it. It's just a power fest.
Yeah, I don't want to give you more shots at me. So with that, we are going to end my turn 2 and go into Dark Angels, turn 3. So I just noticed something. I didn't draw my objectives for the last turn. It was 5. I couldn't get this, but do I actually have 5? I have 6. I have 1. I have 2. And 3. That's 5. So no, I didn't get that one. And then the other one is Domination. If you control every objective marker on the field.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna discard this one, and this is 5. We can still get that one because it's worth 1 point. It's just worth more if you score it with your Warlord. And for you?
Okay, Kingslayer, I get D3 for that because I slayed.
Yep, so go ahead and roll that. It's 3. Uh-oh. Okay. And then you have Defend 4 and not 1 step back.
4's over there, and for not 1 step back, I pick a secret number. Ooh, let's just say 1.
End of movement phase, these guys dropped in. These guys moved up. Everything over here moved over. I'm going to try to deny that smite. I do not.
D3.
And that is 1 mortal wound, so it is going to kill off one of these. Actually, this is closer.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
So, let's go with... Where the heck is 2? There we go, 2. Everything over there stood still, and we are trying to rush through this because my opponent does have to leave, unfortunately.
Oh, this guy.
Overcharging with Weapons of the Dark Age from these into them, or into him. That is 2, 3. Wow, that is a lot.
What is the weapons?
I don't care if they all blow up, so let's just roll.
Just rolling?
Yeah, just rolling.
Okay, -1, so those 2...
Oh, the -1?
Yeah.
2 guys there, whatever.
Okay.
It's my relic.
And...
This way is nothing.
Oh wait, did you target this one?
Yeah.
Never mind, those 2s don't kill them.
Okay.
They're back, don't worry, we'll put them back in a second.
The 3's are... No.
They're T.
4 is a wound. 1 wound.
Okay. 1 no save, so it's just D3 damage.
3 damage.
Oh, it's just flat 3 damage. So 3 damage on him. Everything from here into the Zoanthropes. With all the shots from them, we killed the Zoanthrope and dealt 2 damage to the other.
Next tension.
3 wounds from these 2 guys into that Zoanthrope. And with that, he is dead also.
Okay. 5, 3, 5. 10 shots into the warriors.
Those ones? Or these ones?
Whichever.
These
Take
ones.
one. Sure.
These ones are scarier.
Alright.
They are -1 to hit, so it's on 4s. Because one guy is slightly in the venom throat bubble. And then on 4s, we have 5 wounds. That is 2 damage, which kills off this front warrior.
Okay.
These guys firing into them, hitting on 4s,
Well, I've only given range of the flankers. And is it from the weapon?
wounding on 4s.
Any point on the hole.
Any point on the whole?
Okay.
This actually hits wounds on 3s because it's a heavy bolter.
Yep. So the 4 up from the heavy bolter, which I pass, and then there's 3 from the normal, which is a 3 up, which I pass.
Cool.
He is firing into these guys up top.
On the 1 because it did not move.
Okay. Wounding on 3s. AP -1. And they're saved with double 6s. So with this game drawing to an end, because my opponent does need to leave, we're going to see what my objectives are. I draw up to 3, defend, and no prisoners. I am currently at 1 point. I can get 2, maybe 4 off of that. But that still leaves my opponent with 6 points, which is a Dark Angel victory. So the Tyranid High Fleet, without its synaptic web, decides to withdraw from this city. We didn't capture it just yet, but the forces will come back. Keep in mind, the Norn Queen is always watching. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this battle report. Sorry that this one ended a bit shorter than usual. It's just that stuff came up. Not a big deal. It was still a really fun game. We got to see some unique units in combat. And if you enjoyed this battle report, please check out the Patreon. Patreon goes a long way to help me out. You can also follow me on social media. You can check out my Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, all sorts of things. I do gaming every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 7 to 9. Be sure to check that out. That is on twitch.com/NornQueenAlexis. And as always, I hope you enjoyed the swarm. I'm NornQueenAlexis. I love you guys. Bye.